So why is it so important for you to be the one who sponsors the 3 positions that are front level to you? If you look at this little chart here, you've got you, and you have 3 front level positions. With the 3x8 forced matrix, it is impossible for you to ever have more than 3 front level positions. These are your generals. These are your vice presidents. These are the 3 people who will always be front level to you in that free thing. Now here's why it's so important for you to be the sponsor of those 3 positions, and it has to do with the check match. Once you personally sponsor 5 people, and I'm going to jump down here to the 3-generation check match. Once you've personally sponsored 5 people, you get a 40% check match of your first generation. Now, it's very important that you understand what a generation means. They're not talking about these 3 positions here. They're talking about the first generation is everyone that you personally enroll. So if you personally enrolled 10 people, no matter where those 10 people are in your matrix, they could be front level to you, they could be on your first level, your fourth level, your seventh level, it doesn't matter where they are, you are going to get a 40% check match of anyone that you personally bring in the business. An unlimited number of people. Unlimited. Not just your first 3 front level positions. Now this check match is based on what their check is. And what is the check based on? The check is based on how many people are in their matrix. So, let's look at the 2 scenarios. If you did not enroll these 3 front level positions and someone else did, then they are going to be getting a 40% check match on your 3 positions that are front level to you, which means that 33% of your organization is going to be under this person, 33% is under this person, 33% is under this person. The question is, do you want to receive a 40% check match on everything under this spot, or is someone else? Do you want to receive a 40% check match of everything under your second position, front level to you, or someone else? And the same thing with your third position. And the answer to that is obviously you want to be the person. You are going to get not only everything you see in this graph of all these commissions based on your matrix, but now you get an extra 40% check match on everything under this position, a 40% check match everything under this position and your third position, but only if you are the one who personally sponsored those 3 people. Now, of course, in order to qualify for the check match, you have to personally sponsor 5 people total. So here's the strategy. Get your 3 ASAP. As soon as you enroll in that free thing, get your first 3 people sponsored today. Don't wait, because you may get spillover, and once that happens, those 3 positions can no longer be personally sponsored by you. Make sure you personally sponsor the people who are front level to you. The second goal is to get your 5 as soon as possible within your first few days or within your first week, so that you can immediately start qualifying for your 40% check match. Where the numbers get ridiculous is when you start getting into a second and third generation check match, and you have to sponsor 10 people to qualify for a second generation and 15 people and you get third generation. Let me explain what this means. Again, this is not, the second generation is not talking about this second level of people. You have your front level, which are these 3, and then you have a second level, which are these 9. That is not what a second generation is. A second generation is this. Let's say you've brought in 10 people, and those 10 people are scattered throughout your matrix. You've got your front level people, your first 3, those are yours, and you have another 7 people in different parts of your matrix. Maybe you have some on your second level, some on your third level, some on your fourth level. Well, anyone who you personally bring in, no matter where they are in your matrix, they're on your first generation. Well, anyone that those people bring in, those are on your second generation. Your second generation could literally have hundreds or even thousands of people on it. It's unlimited. And then if you go even more crazy, you talk about the third generation, which goes a whole nother level. So it is not talking about levels here. This is generations. We're talking about hundreds, even thousands of people. Here's a really quick example. Let's say that you've got 20 people, and those 20 people were sponsored by you. They're all in your first generation. And they all tell a few, and so on. Let's say on average, your 20 people each make $500. Well, you are going to get a 40% check match, which is $4,000 that you're going to get paid on top of what you would make off of your matrix, because you're getting a 40% check match of those 20 people each making 500. Now, here's to take it a step further. If those 20 each have been talking to people, and let's say they each just told 5. So you personally brought in 20, those 20 each brought in 5, which makes 100 people. You now have 100 people on your second generation. And let's say on average they made $300 each, those 100 people. That's a total of 30 grand, and you're going to get 30% on your second generation, which is an additional $9,000 from your second level match, which is the second generation match. And the third example is, let's say those 100 people have been also telling people, and let's say on average they only each brought in 4. That's an additional 400 people on your third generation. And let's say they only made $100 each from their matrix. You get a 30% check match of 40 grand, which is what would have been made by those 400 people, each making $100, which would be an additional $12,000 from your third generation check match. That's an additional $25,000 just in matching bonuses. And that doesn't include what you are making off of your matrix. So that's one example of why it is so important for you to get your 5 as soon as possible. Make sure that you've personally sponsored your first front level people, and just continue to duplicate. Have everyone that you bring in do the same exact thing, but you must lead by example. Make sure that you get your 5, and as soon as you do, teach those 5 to do the same thing. And definitely don't stop with 5. Your ultimate goal is to get to 15 as soon as possible. Because once you get to 15 personally enrolled by you, you've maxed out the generation check match, and you're now going to earn a 40, 30, 30% check match on 3 generations. Not 3 levels, but 3 generations, which could be thousands of people in addition to what you're making off of your matrix. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about this video, please leave a comment below. My website address is in the description. You can contact me directly from the contact button on there or the phone number. I am building this business, very excited about the Force Matrix and everything that I've discussed here in the video. So let me know if you have any questions at all, and I look forward to chatting with you real soon. Have a great day.